Okay, I thought I would do career and finance today because there's been a lot of kind of requests on lives, people saying what's going to happen with my money, with my finances, with my career. Because guys, I'm all up to date with I'm literally all up to date with love readings and kind of generals. Let me just get some sage going. I'll go through the signs, Aries through to Pisces. And oh God, why did that pop like that? I'll ask Spirit for 3 cards, one for the past, one for the present, one for the future, so we can see a pattern, what direction things are going in financially for you. And then I'll ask Spirit for advice, okay, like what is their advice in order to help things along. Happy Boxing Day, everyone. It's a very foggy day here in the UK. It's just kind of like a blank, it's like a whiteout, you can't see the hand in front of your face. So I'm just inside being cozy, having a lazy, very, very lazy day. I'm very lucky. I've got a gorgeous family who I had a really nice time with yesterday. I went to my sister's house. I was with my parents, my nephews. We watched Daddy's Home 1 and 2. For some reason we watched the second one and then we watched the first one. And it was just hilarious. It's so funny. I love Will Ferrell. Okay, so Spirit, I'm going to ask you what is happening with finances for Aries first of all. So let's get the card for Aries. I had such a banging headache and I've just had coffee and it's gone away like instantly, so it must be withdrawals because I didn't have a coffee this morning. Okay, so starting off with Aries then. I've got these Viking, really nice Viking cards, so just bear with me if I'm staring at them. I'm not speaking too much. I'm probably processing like what suit is that? Is it wands? Is it cups? Is it swords? Is it pentacles? I think it's shields for pentacles, twigs for wands, swords is swords, and cups is horns. One of the cards is different because in Viking times they didn't obviously have like high priestesses, so that threw me off yesterday on a live, which was a bit embarrassing, but never mind. I ended up researching it. It was really interesting. It's the tree of life instead, which the Vikings worshipped, and it has 9 worlds. So yeah. Anyway, spirit guides, universe, and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Aries' highest good. Please give me 3 cards for Aries' finances, one for their past, one for their present, and one for their future. Okay, so straight out, we have the 4 of Pentacles. So the 4 of Pentacles is the miser. It's someone who is not wanting to hemorrhage too much money, wanting to save. Okay. So that's what you've got for the past. Let's get one for the present. One for the present, please. The Devil. What is your relationship with money, Aries? The Devil. You could have an addiction to work. Could be a workaholic. You could have an addiction to spending. Some people are addicted to saving, you know, tightwads. Because in your past, you've got a sense of trying to conserve money and not hemorrhage too much money with the miser, I would say that you are finding it difficult not to spend potentially right now. I mean, especially with it being Christmas. I don't know. I start acting like I'm a millionaire at Christmas. I have no idea why. I think my love language is gifting. So I really try to, get presents that people will like. And I don't kind of spare any expense. Okay, so for your future, we've got quite the narrative. Let's have a look. The Three of Pentacles, Aries, that's good. This is workplace cooperation, working hard, okay? Working together in a team with colleagues. Oh my God, the Ace of Pentacles. I love tarot and I'm happy that you're getting a good reading as well. The Three of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. Aces are divinely guided. So when you work hard, it's rewarded. The universe helps it along with an ace, okay? And an Ace of Pentacles is a giant leveling up. Okay, Seven of Pentacles. Oh my God, you're getting all Pentacles. It's the Seven is reflective, okay? So the Seven of Pentacles is looking back at what's been cultivated, what's been achieved so far. The Ace of Swords, clarity, a revelation. The Page of Pentacles. What is happening, guys? Aries, you got like such a positive reading just now. In your financial future, you've got a serious leveling up in the workplace. You've got an Ace of Pentacles through hard work, cooperation, reflecting on the past. You're going to seriously level up in 2025. You've got the Ace of Swords, which is clarity, the truth, a revelation, a confession. It could be a very important communication. You've got two aces in this one combination. And the Page of Pentacles, you're going to get offered something. You're going to get offered a promotion, I think. You're going to be recognised for, for what you deserve, which is through sheer hard work, determination, dedication, being cooperative, which is not easy doing that in a workplace. I mean, you are the Emperor, your major arcana is the Emperor, so you are a go-getter, your solar plexus is activated. I don't think I need to get you any advice. I think you know exactly what you're doing. How good is this? How good is this? You're going from the Four of Pentacles, which is panicking about money, to the Devil, which is like potentially just obsessing over like the issue of money in any direction, to a serious leveling up in work through hard work, dedication. That's fantastic. I mean, I don't feel like I need to ask for advice, but I'll ask for one. Spirit, if you got one card, please, to give advice to Aries. Advice for Aries, please. Oh my God, this is so positive. What have you done to deserve such an incredible reading? That's a strange combination. That's very strange. You got the Eight of Swords, which is mental entrapment. Oh, do you know what? This is beautiful. I feel dead happy. I feel really, really happy and glad that you've got this. You've got the Wheel of Fortune upright. So the advice is, don't worry. Luck's on your side. The Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favour. That's beautiful. I actually feel like bursting into tears. And it's, do you know what's really lovely about it is you're being rewarded by the universe for your hard work, your dedication. You're an incredibly driven, self-motivated person, Aries, and that does not go unnoticed, ever, you know? Your fire energy, so this is what you do, guys. 2025, big things gonna happen. That's a beautiful reading. Okay, so on to Taurus. Don't forget to give me a like if you enjoy the reading, if it resonates, if you feel better off it, because that's what I aim to do with these readings. Where can I write down? I want to write down the times so I don't have to watch it retrospectively. Right. Here we go. So I'm going to put Aries, your hard work will be rewarded in 2025. Beautiful reading. Okay, Taurus. At 13. Okay, spirit guides, universe and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Taurus's highest good. How is Taurus feeling? How is Taurus feeling? Please give me 3 cards for Taurus's past, present and future when it comes to their finances. Okay, money, education, career. 3 cards for Taurus's finances, please. Past, present and future. First one for the past then. First one for the past for Taurus. Okay, we've got a combination of the Chariot, the Hermit and the Strength. So you've trusted your own judgment. Okay, you've gone for what you wanted with the Chariot, Taurus. How stunning are these cards, by the way? She is fierce, okay? You went for what you wanted. You went and you got it, okay? That's a very kind of fire energy to go and do that, Taurus. You went for what you want. I mean, the Chariot is the major for Cancer. So you did it in a very emotional way. The Hermit, you relied upon yourself, major excuse me, major for Virgo. You relied upon yourself. You did this yourself. Okay, Taurus, you're where you're at through your own doing. This was your own making. Okay, very, very successful. It required a lot of bravery, a lot of willpower. I've just realised you've got 3 major arcanas. Taurus, you got 3 majors in one combination for the past. You were incredibly brave this year. This could have run back into the year before as well. Could have been longer, because the fact it's 3 major arcanas in one combination, everything you achieved in the past was down to you, and Spirit is incredibly proud of you. It's been noted, okay? One for the present then, please. The Page of Swords. Now, the Page of Swords is somebody who watches and observes, okay? It's watching and waiting. So I think you're looking for your next opportunity, okay, when it comes to money, education, career, finance. I think you've got your eyes wide open. And I think you are guarding what you have. I don't think you are going to let anybody screw up what you started. This is a very watchful, defensive energy. It's being suited up, armoured up, having your sword, having your shield. Okay, I think you are carefully observing everything that's going on, everyone in your team, everyone in other teams. I think you're observing managers, middle managers, top managers. I think you're observing anyone that supports you in your job. I think you're taking it all in. Okay, being very, very discerning at the moment, very, very watchful, very thoughtful. Okay. It's a sense of like you may have just joined a new workplace or a new course and you're kind of taking it all in and you're sussing things out. Does that make sense? All of the stack. Let's get one for your future then, Taurus. Okay, this card, I feel like it's the hanged man. Okay, so looking for a new perspective, open to seeing things from another point of view. Okay, it follows on from what we were talking about with your present, where you're being watchful. You are sussing everyone out in your workplace, sussing everyone out in your college, in your school, sussing everyone out in your immediate environments, including home, including friends. I think depending on your mood, you could feel optimistic, like things are going great. You could feel pessimistic, like, well, I don't want a lull now, I want to keep moving up. But I'm not sure what's going to happen, you know, like you can feel fearful. But I think you're really trying to manage emotions and see things from a point of view where it's not fear-based. I think you're avoiding swords energy. I think you're very good at avoiding wands energy, where you're too fiery and argumentative and getting into clashes. I think you're riding the wave at the moment, which is a very non-Taurian thing to do. You're not being stubborn, you're going with the flow, and that's very clever. It's like a sort of, I wouldn't even say it's cups energy, I would say it's pentacles energy, being practical. but you're letting yourself enjoy what you've achieved so far. I think you're just staying upbeat, you know, staying open, staying upbeat, staying open. Let's get you some advice. Spirit, what advice have you got for Taurus going forward? Oh my God, so many cards. Right. I don't know what to pick up first. Here we go. Let's take the ones that are upright first. You've got the Seven of Pentacles, reflective. The Three of Pentacles, cooperate, work together. Oh my God, you will not believe these cards came out for Aries in this combination. The Ace of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. Right. Through cooperation in this workplace, you're going to be successful, Taurus, and you are going to level up. The Ten of Swords is the end of a cycle of worry and fear. You've got this in the bag. Let's see what else came out. The Eight of Wands is fast action, fast progress, and fast communication. The Page of Wands reversed is being... It's like being hesitant, you know, because like when you've got the Page of Wands upright, it's someone who's excited for adventure. They're enthusiastic. This is like being unenthusiastic about what's to come. So I think there's a bit of anxiety coming up. In the challenge, we've got the Queen of Wands. Oh my God, this is getting complicated. The Queen of Wands. That's about, the Queen of Wands is like activating your solar plexus. It's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. It's someone very full of vitality, very ambitious, very goal orientated. Your challenge is to stay in that solar plexus activated energy. Okay, stay goal driven, stay focused, stay excited. Also in the challenge, we've got the Three of Cups, we've got the King of Pentacles, and what is that? The Seven of... Sometimes the graphics are so dark I can't see what's on here. That's the Seven of Swords. Sneaky. Someone's a sneak. King of Pentacles, that could be you, like practical. Stay ambitious, stay practical, because this is your advice. Don't overly like spend your money. Be strategic, okay? Because if you start flashing the cash, one, you'll burn through it faster than you're earning it. And part of leveling up is like accumulating some of that, putting it in a slush fund, keep building up your savings. Use those savings to then like level up, you know, like, and invest it. Don't burn through it. Stay grounded, stay practical, be strategic. Don't give away that you've got money to burn, because you're going to attract in people who think you've got it too good. You know, you can afford to just give loads of money away. Stay in this mode. Like, this is like the financial freeway, the financial superhighway. You're flying along it through hard work. So what you want to do is bag it up, and don't let an outsider spend that. Don't let an outsider think you just got money to burn and put you in like a masculine energy where you're stuck, you know, like being forced to kind of be in your fire energy constantly. This is what you're doing to level up at this point in your life. It's not going to be forever. So like, stay on track, stay laser focused, keep doing what you're doing, because it's been recognized. And what Spirit's saying is you are going to level up. You're not going to have to worry anymore. Guys, this is very similar to the Aries read. It's the same card. You've got the Ace of Pentacles. In the workplace that you're currently in, you are going to level up. Okay, that's what Spirit's telling me. Stay put, stay where you are, stay focused, but be strategic. Keep your eyes open, keep working hard, keep collaborating, and don't let any outsiders come in and spend your dough. There's something about staying grounded, being practical. It doesn't mean don't spend money. It means spend what you can afford to. Never spend more or lend more money than what you can afford to lose. Okay, through partying and through celebrating, you do need to reward it, but then you need to keep going. Okay, thanks for light, guys. Right, so that is Taurus. Very, very positive readings so far. I feel really elated. I'm very happy with that for Aries and Taurus. Three major arcana for the past, like, you came and you served. Do you know what I mean, Taurus? Like, it's probably like the most productive year of your life to get three major arcana like that. I mean, out of all the cards you could get in a deck, there's so many negative ones. That was incredibly positive, that. Incredibly positive. Right, so Taurus, your message is going to be on the financial super highway. Riding to success. I'll rethink the wording of that after, but hugely positive. Yeah, I'm going to reword that. You know what has been coming out as well? Like, you're showing up at the moment, Taurus, as the Empress. So, I mean, that's evocative of the fact that you've got those three major arcana, the Chariot, the Hermit, and the Strength. You have been so brave. You've fully, like, been independent. You've relied upon no one. This is like a win. This is a win of your doing. It's a win of your doing. You got yourself to the finish line. Yeah, I'm gonna use something to do with that. You got yourself to the finish line. You got yourself. You got yourself to the finish line, but the race is not over yet. Something like that. Okay, so Gemini at 30. I always think of better titles afterwards, but because I'm doing an all signs now, I'll just end up having to rewatch them. Like, so it takes hours to come up with like the best titles, so hopefully I'll remember off that. Alright, so on to Gemini. Spirit guides, universe and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Gemini's highest good. Please can you give me 3 cards for Gemini's past, present and future when it comes to finances? So education, career and finances, please. First of all, for Gemini's past. The King of Swords. So using logic. This is swords energy, so it's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. It's being cool, calm, collected, logical, even cold at times. It's being fully intelligent, doing research, working with the facts, working with, you know, physical realities. It's not getting emotional. Swords are communication, they're information, they're strategy. Okay, so it's a very intelligent. You've been responsible if you're showing up as a king. You've been responsible, you've made tough decisions. A very, very mature energy, very aware of any pitfalls that could come up. It's a very wise, yeah, you've been incredibly wise and reliable and strategic. Very positive for the past. One for the present then. The Chariot. Determined. Okay. So major for Cancer. It's going for what you want. What do you care about? Because you are going for it. You're on the move. Okay. It's the race. Okay. You've entered the race. You are herring towards the finish line. Okay. Wheels on fire. Determined for victory. Okay. You know what you want. You know what you want, Gemini. Notice that you're showing up as your air energy, air and water. When you bring emotion into the mix and it complements the thought, the logic energy, that's using both sides of the brain, isn't it? It's using the right and the left side. So you are utilising both of the twins in your light because you are a sign of 2 halves. It's a deadly combo for other people. The Fool, Aries energy, the Fool, major arcana. So the Fool is someone that is so confident that they are going to get a win when they move into this new phase. You know, he's got the wand on his back and he's got a bag tied with everything that he needs in it. He's ambitious, he's majestic, he knows what he wants, he's going to get it. He's setting off with eager anticipation, you know, like excitement. The Fool is ready to jump 2 feet into something, okay? So in terms of career, finance, school, uni, college, you know, investments, you're ready to jump in. Potentially, if I'm thinking about all the possibilities, it could be starting your own business. It could be, it's definitely, if you look at what you've got, this is something you planned. It's not an accident. You've done your research, you've made moves, and you fully want this. And we've got a really nice balance of air energy, water energy, and fire energy. Gemini, you are the master of your own fate, you know. It's going to work out for you. It's going to work out for you because you're not kind of making moves blind. You're not kind of like being a loose cannon. You've done your research, so you know what you're talking about. Okay, so it could be investing in a business, it could be choosing a professional course, like management course, or you know, if you're making a leap into another field, it's one that you've heavily researched, thought about, got facts on, you know, you're making moves towards it. Could also be some kind of goal, you know, within your current workplace. I feel like if it's a new phase or a new chapter, which is what the Fool is about, it's the start of a new cycle, I do feel like you could be changing workplace or changing, you know, sometimes you move to another department and you do something like totally, like your job description's totally different, but you're in the same company. It's a new phase, it's a new look at zero, so it's the start of a whole new phase. I'm trying to think what all the options are. You know, like sometimes you make a move to another country, like you get headhunted, don't you, to go and work in another country for another company. Whatever you're doing it with confidence and assuredness, you know. It's thought out, it's planned out. Could also be like investing in stocks and shares, investing in bonds. Um, Sometimes you invest money in other people, don't you? Like you lend the money, could be a large amount of money, and then they pay you back with interest. You know, this is what people do when they trust each other. But I don't feel that it's a Pentacles energy. I feel like it's something to do with your own trajectory. It's something you've planned. It's something you've gone about strategically, and it's underway, and you are literally embarking on. It is like well done, Gemini, because it's self-assuredness and it's guaranteed success because of the way you've gone about it. Does that make sense? Very, very positive. Let's look at the present energy then, because that was a combo for the past. Oh my god, didn't even consider love. So it could be a passion project, but it could be a partnership. And I'm thinking a business partnership or romantic partnership. Okay, so this is the Two of Cups. So you could be building a business with a business partner. You could be investing money into somebody else's business venture, you know, like a silent partner, or it could be a limited company. You could be helping to come up with a good business idea, you know, for someone. This is two people that feel the same about one another. Okay, so if we're thinking about finances, you could be getting a house with someone. You could be moving in with them and putting your name on their mortgage. You could be putting your name on their rental. Or you could be starting a rental or a mortgage and adding someone else's name onto it, or getting it joint drawn up with someone. You could be starting a business with your husband or wife. Husband and wife teams are cute, guys. It really does bond people together. I think it really benefits people when there's a masculine mind and a feminine mind on a project, because you approach things differently and you challenge one another in a good way, you know. So Gemini, you've got the King of Swords, the Chariot, the Fool. It's a brand new leap of faith into something. You could just be absolutely like loving your new workplace. You could be absolutely loving, like when a boss like accepts you into the fold and they're like really show their appreciation for you and you just click. That's one of the best feelings, isn't it? Or when like you're one of the favourites on a course, like at uni, or like, like your lecturer just buzzes off you because they know that you work hard, you care about what you do. Um, it could be like someone that's decided to mentor you, to sort of like learn the ropes like of their business because they see you as like an employee that stands out. It's like harmony. This is like Two of Cups is like a harmonious alignment between two people where they each have feels or vibes for one another. You're on the same wavelength, you get it, you click, you think the same, you want the same. You could be the dream team. Sometimes that happens with someone who's not on your level. They support your role, or you support their role, and you just like the dream team. That's happened to me before. Where you're just like, shit, we're unstoppable. Like, I'll give an example. Like, if you're a teacher and this is your TA, or you're a TA and you've got a teacher that you just click with, or you're a teacher and you've got a head of department who you just click with, and it's like you both just get it. You just get it, and you work together dead well. If something's clicking here, and it could be you'll know what it is for you, but you've either moved to a new workplace, or you're getting a new home, or you could be buying a car. It's some new chapter, some new phase. You could be eloping with someone. You could be on a joint work contract. Those exist. Husband and wife work contracts get employed in the same workplace together. Let's get one for the future then. I bet you're dying to know what happens. Okay, interesting one. We've got the Ten of Pentacles upright, lasting generational wealth. You've got that in combination with the Eight of Swords, mental entrapment. Okay, that is like when in your head you cannot stop thinking about this and ruminating on it, and you feel like there's no way out. It's like carrying a lot of mental burden, but it's an illusion. Okay, it's like your mind's kind of working against you a bit. Six of Swords, leaving the troubles behind. That's good. Queen of Cups, major empath. Okay, someone mature, someone responsible, someone ultra caring, someone very level with their emotions, very, very capable. They look like a duck or a swan, calm on the surface. They just look calm all the time, no matter what's thrown at them. Doesn't mean that's the reality, okay? But they absorb drama and they emit calm. You should feel grounded around this person, right? For some reason, we've got that with the Four of Wands reversed. So that's like instability within the home, because four is a number of stability and Four of Wands is a home. So there's instability within the home. Perhaps it's been very difficult to obtain a house. Like the UK is so annoying. It's not like this in every country. I know in Italy they're not allowed to gazump, and a contract is binding once you've made the contract with the estate agent. They are, what's the word? They are also the solicitor. They're the estate agent and the solicitor in one. So there isn't all this huge drawn out process, and it's verbally binding. it's legally binding when you verbally, like, you know, when you shake hands on something. No one can kind of like, in the UK, it's not like that. It's not your house until you've signed on the dotted line. And people will just take offers that come in that are higher. You know, the solicitors draw everything out for weeks and weeks, not getting their end of things sorted. And they charge you like a buttload of money, like. Ten of Pentacles upright, lasting generational wealth. Eight of Swords, mental entrapment. Six of Swords, leaving the worries behind. Queen of Cups, being an empath, being responsible, being caring. Four of Wands reverse, it's a public union. If this is something to do with marriage and the home, because now it's showing up as we've got the Two of Cups and we've got a public union and a house. So I think, Gemini, I think you're joining forces with someone over a mortgage or a house, or it could be, yeah, that I think one of you, this often happens, right, that one of you has the deposit, you know, and someone else might have a slightly better salary, but you need the deposit. You can't obtain a mortgage, right, without the deposit. Or it could be that one of you has a family property that you're going to inherit, something like this. But let's get advice and see what is spirit's advice. I'm just trying to think of different. It's to do with a spouse and a property or a long-term relationship, you know, that's on the level of being a spouse. Right, so we've got the Ace of Pentacles as advice. So you might need to offer more money, or you might need to go and get a bigger deposit to reduce your mortgage. It's something to do with a larger amount of money. I mean, aces are helped along by the universe. It's luck and it's upright. So it's nothing to do with a loss of money. Your advice is to kind of gain more savings, or gain more of a deposit, or gain more of a salary, get a promotion. You'll find it a lot easier to obtain this goal that you've got. You definitely got your eyes on something. Could be with a water sign, or you could just be showing up as, it's like, yeah, it's something to do with getting a property with a love, someone that you're in love with. You might lose, yes, one might gazump you, or you might lose out on obtaining a property, but the advice is, or, you know, you're trying to search for, you know, you on a property search and you just keep viewing houses and you're like, we can't find one that we actually like, or we can't find one that's big enough, or like it'll say 3 bedroom and it'll be like a box bedroom. You're like, what on earth? Like, that's enough to stand in, but it isn't enough to have as an actual bedroom. Sometimes you need to um, get into the next bracket, you know, where you can look at houses that are worth like 10 grand more, 20 grand more. Um, Up to 50k more. Like, you need to get into like the higher bracket potentially in order to make this like dream a reality, because it's like, It's something to do with investment and finances. Like you've got enough, but you might need a tiny bit more to just push forward into that next bracket, and then you'll have more property to choose from. Do you know what I mean? Like you'll have a different pool of property that you can look through and choose from. And I think this has been on your mind a lot, but you're coming out of it. That was very specific, wasn't it? It's just because we've got the Two of Cups, so it's a union, it's balance, it's two people being in love. And we've got the Queen of Cups, but then we've got the Four of Wands, so. And it's a financial reading, isn't it? So. The advice is the Ace of Pentacles. That's. You see, an Ace of Pentacles is a large amount of money. That's your advice. It's something to do with acquiring more money or offering more money. Sometimes you can, like, offer even higher. You might need to go higher to secure. Right, I think we'll leave that there and we'll go on to Cancer. Okay, Spirit Guides, Universe and Angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Cancer's highest good. Can you give me 3 cards, please, for Cancer's career, finance and education? One for their past, one for their present, and one for their future. First of all, for their past. Okay, we've got the 9 of Pentacles. Oh no, is it? No, it's the 9 of Swords, isn't it? Or is it Pentacles? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's the 9 of Swords. It confuses me because they put other graphics in there from the other suits. Right, it's the 9 of Swords, so that is like being restless. She's lying in her bed there, kind of fearful, anxious, unable to get off to sleep. Okay, it's about worry. We've got the Judgment. That's in combination with the Judgment. It's a call to action. There's an anxiety because there's something that needs to be done, some decision that needs to be made, something that needs to be achieved, some kind of action that needs to be taken, okay, financially or educationally or career-wise in the past. This is like, come on, get going, do something, okay? Make a huge change, go for something, stop something, like it's like a call to action. You need to get moving on this. So what have we got for the present? Hold on. Okay, we've got a combination of 3 cards. The Strength, major for Leo. The Ace of Wands. Oh my god, so much fire energy. And Virgo. Trust your own judgment. Okay, so the Ace of Wands is like, get excited, get enthusiastic, be brave. Okay, with this Leo strength energy, you got double fire here, but don't listen to anyone else. This is something you need to do yourself, Cancer. So in the present, you're operating on your own behalf. You're pushing forward, you're making moves, and you're being brave, you're going solo. into the start of something brand new. Okay, you've already started that ball rolling. Because it's an ace, Spirit's going to help you with that. It's going to push you forward into success over whatever this is that you're making moves on solo. So you may have like put the brakes on something in the past, but now it's like, let's get moving, let's go. And you've started to do that, which is really, really good. You've been very brave and you've embarked upon something new solo. You're on the way, okay, and you've got luck with that. You're in good company, the universe has got you back. Let's look at the future then. I bet you're dying to know what's happening going forward. The Hierophant, okay. Wisdom. The Hierophant is in the challenge position. Now the Hierophant is the major for Taurus. Taurians are stubborn. Taurians are wise. They have an old soul, okay. They learn harsh lessons. They learn so many harsh lessons that they become the teacher, and they don't want others to fall over hurdles that they fell over. Okay, it's about helping through knowledge that comes from experiences, wisdom that comes from experience. So your challenge going forward is going to be, have you learnt your lessons? Have you gained sufficient knowledge to move forward with wisdom and good judgment? Or are you going to get sucked into a pitfall or a challenge, okay, that comes up? Let's get advice then. What's your advice, Spirit, for Cancer going forward? Your advice is the Seven of Cups. Consider your options carefully. You're at a crossroads. I don't know why I'm thinking of like betting on horses, but it's like, don't fling your hopes and your dreams into one individual person. Don't choose carefully, okay? Consider all your options and choose carefully, because some options will be good and some will be bad. Some people that you want to invest in a property or a future with, or some workplaces that you want to invest into, or, you know, when I say invest, I mean like spend time in, join the company, join a relationship, get a house with someone, but pick the right person to do it with. Okay, don't assume because you've talked about it with someone that it's definitely going to happen. This is, consider all your options, okay, and really think carefully about what you're investing your time, your energy, your emotion, your passion into. Learn the lessons from the past. You may have like put all your eggs in one basket, or put your eggs in the wrong basket, you know, when it comes to who to move forward with. You might be best to do it solo. You might be best to acquire property but stay living with family. No one says you have to live alone, and no one says you have to live with somebody. It's up to you, okay? It's like a very beautiful like journey. It's very clear. You were like being complacent, okay? And Spirit said, get up off your behind, okay, and get moving. Be brave. You can do this. You can do it solo. So you might have very fixed ideas and a very traditional mindset about the future and what you want and how you want to do it. But Spirit say, you know, you're going to do it this way instead. Okay? You can do it. You are going to do it. And you're going to do it now. But in the future, going forward, it's like, have you learnt your lesson? So don't kind of get, maybe it's like, yeah, keep doing this solo. Don't swoon over, you know, anyone that kind of like comes along and think, and that's going to be a better option to do that with them rather than by myself. Like maybe stay the course and stick with your plan and the track that you're on now. I'm not saying don't be romantic or don't start dating someone, but I think consider your options carefully and don't, yeah, keep it light and let things grow at the pace that they need to. The slower you move with someone, the more stable it'll be. Generally, that's not always the case, but you'd be bloody lucky to jump 2 feet in to, you know, a mortgage with someone. Do you know what? You could always rent for a bit first. I know people are like against renting, so like, whoa, it's dead money. But how do you know that it's going to work with someone if you don't live with them for a while? Why would you just go straight to getting a house? You know, you can't make all your decisions based off finances because you're going to lose the house anyway if you do it with the wrong person. How many times have we seen that happen where two people get a property together and then a few weeks later they're dividing assets again? It's snakes and ladders, guys. Maybe it's better, you know, to take on a rental or try living together for a while first. Not, you know, don't try getting a house together. No one should try getting a house together. And I feel like in 2024, that's what people have been doing. And I don't think that's the 2025, you know, mistake to make. I think we've done that. I think we need to do life a bit differently. And I think we need to try living with someone, let the relationship grow a little bit. Because you're going to lose out financially anyway if you've got to sell the house and divide it or buy someone out of a mortgage and pay a full bloody mortgage yourself. It's very, very expensive to do that and it's not possible. And then you've got to pay, you know, if you're first time buyers and then you've got to sell a house a few months later or a year later that you acquired with your person and you're now no longer together, you can't stand each other. You're going to argue over how to sell it, when to sell it, you know, who gets what. It's going to be a mess. So, Cancer, I'm not saying don't ever be with someone and don't ever have a home with someone, but try living together and developing the relationship further. You know, try all the things before doing stuff that's so permanent. Does that make sense? I hope this is resonating with people. My head's banging. I'm going to have to take paracetamol if I'm going to get through 12 signs. I've got some here actually. Right, we will be going on to Leo. I'm going to put a light on as well. Okay, sorry about that. My head's banging. Okay, spirit guides, universe, and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Leo's highest good. Please can you give me 3 cards for Leo's past, present, and future when it comes to business, finances, work, career, education. So I'm just writing down for Gemini. Sorry for Cancer. The Star. Did you get wish fulfillment? Either wish fulfillment or healing. So Leo, you either got some kind of dream come true, dream job, dream business opportunity, dream colleagues, dream division, dream promotion, or you're healing from financial hardship, okay? Or you got into the university that you want, you got into the college that you want, or you got into the school that you want, or you got the grades that you want. Yeah, some kind of like wish fulfillment, some kind of dream come true. Yeah, or you kind of recovering from the fact that you didn't get the grades that you want, you know, if this is healing. It's the major for Aquarius, okay, which is air energy. So you're either healing from disappointment when it comes to business, career, finance, work, school, education, or you achieved some kind of major goal, some kind of major wish. Leo. Okay, in the present energy, we've got the 6 of Pentacles. Or is it the 6 of Swords? That's so annoying the way they put both in. It's the 6 of Swords. Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? No, that's 7 swords. Oh my goodness, let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 swords. Pentacles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is so annoying. I can't decide because there's not the right number for either of these things. Is it determined by the shape that the 6 is in or not? Yeah. Okay, it's Pentacles because the 6 is inside a Pentacle. 6 of Pentacles is fairness, equality, balance. That's what you've managed to achieve now. Fairness, equality, balance. What about the future? The Ace of Cups. See, that could be you falling in love with a business idea. It could be you falling in love with a person. It could be you falling in love with a perfect workplace. It could be you putting your own happiness first. It could be so many things, guys, because cups is feelings, it's emotions. So you could get your dream kind of like job, or you could be pursuing your dream goal, ambition. You could be putting your own happiness first. Ace of Cups could be self-love. It doesn't have to be being in love with someone else. In terms of career, finance, yeah, I think looking at the cards that you've got in a, in a spread, in the total spread, you could take that as recovery, balance, and then self-love, putting your own happiness first, your own ambitions, your own wants, desires, goals, putting those first, loving yourself. Because, or, yeah, it could be that, or it could be you got some kind of wish fulfillment, you achieved something major, it's made you really balanced, and then you find love because of it. Because when you get your ducks in a row, that's when you find love. So you'll know which one resonates for you. Let's look for advice. Either way, it's positive, isn't it? Because you put your own happiness first and you love on yourself, and you are kinder with the way that you speak to yourself. Very, very important. Negative self-talk we do a lot, and we don't even do it consciously, we do it subconsciously. Okay. You're either loving on yourself or you're going to be in love with someone else. Thanks to finding balance and recovery, or thanks to gaining wish fulfillment and finding balance, is something, it's very positive. Very, very positive. Advice, please, for Leo. Queen of Swords. Do your research. Be intelligent. Make solid moves, okay? Using facts, using the truth. Find out, okay? Don't do anything blindly. Do your research, Leo. Right, so we are going to be going on to Virgo. Virgo is at 1:14. Okay, Virgo, spirit guides, universe, and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Virgo's highest good. Please, can you give me 3 cards for Virgo's career, finances, business, education, school? Past, present, and future. Okay, so we've got the 6 of Wands. 6 of Wands is victory, recognition, success for the past, Virgo. Well done. You obtained recognition, okay, for what you achieved previously. You are in the public eye. You are viewed as very successful, very accomplished. Oh wow, 10 of Cups. This is that wider family picture. This is like everyone's happy because of something I achieved, something I did. Everyone has secured happiness, like true fulfillment comes from, in a family, it comes from having security, doesn't it, with finances, knowing that there's enough, being able to relax, not be, hungry, not be cold, not be, when you're warm and fed, you can properly relax, and then that helps because you can study and you can, keep being successful. So you've got a very happy family picture at the moment because of the moves that you've made in business, career, finance, school. Oh my God, Virgo. In the future, you've got the star, that's wish fulfillment. Oh my God, that's the most positive reading. I don't know if you need any advice for that. What advice for some kind of dream or ambition that Virgo has? What advice have you got for them? Right, we have the Nine of Cups. So don't forsake your own happiness, okay? Don't make yourself into a martyr and do everything for other people, because Virgos are perfectionists. They're providers. They like to show that they can, do everything for everyone. But you need to trust others to play a role in whatever your ambitions are, okay? Delegate, don't do everything yourself, because your happiness is important, okay? This Nine of Cups, your happiness is in the challenge. Don't micromanage. Virgos are bad for that, okay? Delegate to other people and trust them to make good decisions and do the job. People will not let you down. You have this susceptibility to assuming people are going to fail and that you need to do it because you'll do it better and you'll do it the right way. But that's a mistake, okay? This is a flaw that you need to learn, Virgo, is not to do everything yourself, because that's where resentment breeds, okay? So involve others, include others. You have a lot of people in your life who care about you very, very much, who love you very, very much. In close proximity, get them involved, okay? Pursue this goal, this dream, this ambition. Pursue it so that you are healthy, you are happy, and you're not running yourself ragged trying to do it all yourself. Because that's self-imposed sometimes with Virgos, because you are perfectionists. You're like, no, I'm not going to trust anyone else to do this. I'll do it all. Just move out the way. I'll just do it. You overthink stuff and you take on other people's roles and you try to be all things, and you mustn't do that. Okay, well, it was very straightforward. So 120 for Libra then. Okay, on to Libra. Spirit guides, universe, and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Libra's highest good. Please, can you give me 3 cards for Libra? One for their past, their present, and their future when it comes to finances. when it comes to school, work, business. Right, the Queen of Cups and the challenge. So staying calm has been challenging. Staying patient with others has been challenging. Staying understanding towards others has been challenging. Complimenting others has been challenging. Okay, it's a challenge to continue to be compassionate towards others, loving towards others. Perhaps there's a lot of people to consider. You know, being a provider has been challenging previously. Okay, we have the the Five of Pentacles. Now, the Five of Pentacles in the challenge is money's tight as Libra. Okay, it's really, really tight. And you may feel like you're really down on your luck when it comes to money at the moment. What about the future then? So the next, month. When I do past, present, future, it's within the space of a month. The Tower. Now, towers look scary, they look terrifying, but the Tower is to pull down what's in place. So your present situation obviously isn't great. What's going to come down needs to come down. Whether you choose to do the Tower or the Tower happens to you because Spirit's decided there needs to be a Tower, there's going to be major change. Your life is going to look totally different in 2025. Okay, what's going to replace this burning tower is going to be a beautiful new ivory tower with diamonds, encrusted all over it. It's going to be much better. A tower is a positive thing because it means things won't be how they have been. And how they have been has been really, really difficult. You've been poor, you've been poverty, impoverished, you've been down on your luck when it comes to money. The bank is empty and it's difficult to kind of keep being compassionate with people and those you're responsible for or those that you answer to. Yeah, that's very, very difficult. But there's going to be a tower, there's going to be major change. So I would take that as extremely positive. It's Aries energy, it's fire energy. What's the advice when it comes to this tower? The justice. There's going to be justice. You've got a major arcana, so Spirit is saying you've been really, really through it. You've had, you're shit out of luck. And the divine is going to cause a tower and kind of push everything to the side that's in your way. Okay, the divine's going to come through and make this right and make this just. That's your major arcana, isn't it? The justice. So it's the scales of justice will be rebalanced. That couldn't be more positive. The scales of justice are going to be rebalanced in your favour. Okay, what's being unfair will become fair. And the universe has got your back. I think all you want is fairness, isn't it? all you want is what's right and what's rightfully yours, and you just want to be able to be successful and work hard, right? You know, Libra is the Empress, the creator. You attract, you don't chase. You're a visionary, you're full of ideas. You're very magnetic, very sociable. You just want fairness. Things have been unfair, but you're showing up as your major arcana, so things are going to be righted, okay? In 2025. Major change, major change. It's very cut and dry. Oh, my headache's going now, that's good. Okay, so on to Scorpio at 1:27. Okay, so Scorpio, spirit guides, universe and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Scorpio's highest good. Please can you give me 3 cards for Scorpio's career, finance, business, education, schooling. 1 for their past, 1 for their present and 1 for their future, please. So first of all, for the past, Scorpio in the past. You had a kind of crossroads, a kind of choice to make, A or B. Okay. Perhaps you weren't sure which direction to go. What about the present then? The Devil. Capricorn, major for Capricorn. So that could be an obsessive energy. Okay. You could be codependent on others for finances, because this is a financial reading. Or you could be someone who's obsessively thinking about career or school, grades. You could be someone who studies too much, you know, and crams, does all-nighters. Or you could be someone who doesn't study, doesn't revise, doesn't, you know, take advice, do homework, doesn't apply yourself. Trying to think about all the options. Could be a workaholic. You could be. It's something to do with a choice. Do I pick A or B? Do I go in this direction or that direction? I get a sense of like being overly concerned with the future. Because bad habits, bad tendencies or limitations or codependencies, yeah, you could be someone who's just not got, you know, like your own independence, your own freedom. You feel trapped or like chained to something. So it's because you haven't got a focus or a direction. Right, in the future, oh my God, beautiful, the sun. Not to worry, Scorpio, because in the future, you're going to find your happiness. You're going to be carefree. The sun is about being childlike, unburdened, happy, free. laughing, playing, singing, you know. I think you keep a lot of your emotions bottled up, you know, like a volcano, and people won't really know when you're worrying or what you're thinking about, but you're going to be carefree. What's the advice? What a great outcome for the future, for finances, career, finances, business. Perhaps you're going to find your direction, find your passion, and that's going to make you really, you know, really grounded, really happy, really like chilled. Oh my God. Your advice is the star. Dream. Enjoy daydreaming, enjoy researching, dream jobs, explore, try different things, you know. Know that this is going to work out. You're going to find your passion. You're going to find your passion in some kind of field, some kind of project, some kind of creative endeavor, some kind of goal is going to be reached. You know, you are going to find you're going to find your drive, you're going to find your ambition, your goal. You're going to get focused, and it's going to make you really happy when you figure out what it is that you want to aim for. Okay, what a beautiful reading for Scorpio, for finances, career. I must say, they're all positive. Crap, look what I've done. They're all positive, these readings. And it's not a setup, it's just how it's coming out. Okay, thank you, Scorpio. So on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius at 1:33. Okay, spirit guides, universe and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Sagittarius' highest good. Please can you give me 3 cards for Sagittarius, one for their past, one for their present, and one for their future when it comes to finances, business, career. The 8 of Wands, fast action, progress, fast communication. Okay, so in the past, you were making really good progress with your career, with your education, with your professional life, with your business, with your goals, whatever they are, if they're to save or accrue wealth, if they're to make an investment, you were making good progress. King of Wands. Look at that fire energy. That card is magnificent, isn't it? So, huge confidence, huge determination, okay, almost cocky, ambitious, highly, highly ambitious, providing, you know, filling others around you with confidence, with how confident you are, absolutely showing up at the moment. The Page of Swords. So in the future, you're going to be kind of guarding and observing. You might be looking for new opportunities, okay? You might be taking care of any threats towards your stability. Could be a defensive energy, like you're worried that what you've achieved someone's going to destroy. Any advice when it comes to this watchful energy? Ooh. Advice is the Four of Wands reversed. There may be a traitor within your household, within your house, or you may have to look out for problems within the home, instability within the home. It's something about staying watchful or being watchful. You may have to upset the apple cart and root out someone who is not pulling their weight. Root out someone who doesn't have good intentions or no longer wants to work together. This is a home, this is a household, a public union, a marriage, or long-term home ownership with another. It's family, it's bricks and mortar, it's a household. It's a very public union, a marriage or long-term relationship where you live together. There's disunion, disharmony, instability, and I think why would that be your advice? I think you need to, perhaps you've been very focused on providing and achieving, and you need to watch what's going on under your roof, what's going on under your nose, Sagittarius. Take care of the bills, make sure the bills are getting paid, make sure you're not incurring unnecessary fees, make sure you are looking for the best provider, that you're moving around different providers. Make sure that you keep getting the house checked for any wear and tear, anything that is due for renewal or due for a service checked. Keep your house in order. Check the people within your household. Are they being careful with money? Are they being responsible with money? Are they working together with you? I think in the future, you're on guard, and the advice is to check what's going on under your own roof, okay? You might have your sights set on the horizon, but you might need to look, at the end of your nose, what's going on under your nose. It's a bit of a mysterious energy, that. You might need to sell the home. Sometimes you need to sell a property to create more cash flow. Downsize. You might need to downsize your property to release cash flow. If you've got more outgoings, if you want to give money to children, if you want to buy 2 small properties and rent one out. It's something to do with your home. Something to do. I just noticed it's all wands here. Yeah. It could be a few things, but it's maybe you've leveled up and the house has got too small and you want a bigger property. It could be the other way, but with this cost of living, you could get over ambitious, so you might need to, just keep your house in order, check everything's being paid, things are getting dealt with, and that you're part of the right team, okay? That you've got the right teammate, right partnership still. Contracts can expire, you know. Check what's going on with your spouse, what's going on with your long-term partner, and keep an eye on your relationship, because if you neglect the relationship and just throw yourself into work, you're going to get problems that become challenges to further success, okay? That might be your challenges. Advice might be to manage your relationship so that you can continue to grow and be ambitious. And I notice this is the King of Wands, so whether you're male or female, it's about making the harsh decisions when it comes to progress. You may need to, you may need to take a look at your household and make some harsh decisions. You may need to be the boss when it comes to taking care of finances. Someone could be really screwing things up, you know, that you usually trust to kind of like pay the bills or get things dealt with. They could be pretending that it's all great when it's not. So I think in the future you could be bossing up and taking over the finances and taking the reins. It's something to do with that, Sagittarius, okay? Your advice might be to either break up a family home or sell a family home, or it could be to take back control over, you know, the bills and the decision making when it comes to a family home, something like that. Okay, on to Capricorn at 1:43. Okay, spirit guides, universe and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Capricorn's highest good. How is Capricorn feeling? That's what I say for my love readings. 3 cards, please. One for Capricorn's past, present and future when it comes to finances, business, career, school. One for Capricorn's past. Okay, you've got a combination of the 5 of Pentacles with the 4 of Cups. So in the past, Capricorn, you may have felt like you're struggling financially and therefore stayed single. Or you may have felt like you're struggling to find a job, you know, an offer from someone that you actually are interested in. Or you may be closed off to dealing with finances or help that anyone else is offering you. You may feel like, I want to sort this out alone, I don't want any help, but I don't really want to deal with it right now either. You know, a bit of a negative like vibe really for the past. Let's get one for the present. Seven of Pentacles, looking back at what's already been achieved, what's being cultivated, is it enough? Okay, you're very thoughtful at the moment, very reflective at the moment. What about the future? The 9 of Swords, that's not good. You're worrying, but you're not accepting help. That's very stubborn behaviour. You know, if you don't let anybody help you, if you don't want to deal with things and you have this kind of like fear mentality, that needs to change. What's the advice? King of Cups. Stay compassionate, stay patient, okay? Be responsible towards the feelings of others, okay? Understand where other people are coming from. Take care of their emotions, not only your own, because when you act out, it hurts them, okay? And you're kind of rejecting help from others. You're rejecting sympathy from others. Maybe you feel like it belittles you or embarrasses you, but it shouldn't. Okay, stay calm, stay cool, stay collected, manage those emotions, and don't let fear, don't let fear be the master of you. That's your advice, Capricorn. Like, when you when you block others from communicating with you and sharing emotion with you and offering emotion to you, it's like this lack mentality, like, but you're actually pushing people away. And then you're kind of like looking back at the past and you're very, very worried about maybe you're missing someone, you know, that you rejected previously, or you feel like you've missed out on an opportunity with a workplace, or you missed out, maybe you turned down an opportunity within an old work environment, or maybe you refused to get into business with someone, or you rejected a course opening, you know, that was offered to you. But your advice is not to worry so much, it's to stay in control of your emotions, keep them calm, because that's how you problem solve. Okay. So it's like a word of warning about fear. It's a word of warning about like worrying, fear. And you know, why are you walking through the snow and the mountains solo when you're being, you know, you're being offered a helping hand and you're sitting there rejecting the cups? You know, it's like, or it doesn't have to be people, it could be like you've got this idea that you haven't got anything, but then you're not applying yourself, you're not applying for jobs, you're not trying to like level up and get something better. Maybe you feel like you rested on your laurels too much and now you're behind others, and that's what you're worrying about. But your advice is to be calm, to be caring, to be warm, because I think there's resources all around you, and I think that a King of Cups doesn't run around screaming or hold their head at night sitting awake worrying. A King of Cups is elegant, is charming, is caring. He manages his emotions, you know, with ease and effortlessness. And when you look like that, people see that and they trust it, okay? And they trust that you've got everything under control. No one in this world is without problems or challenges. Challenges are thrown at us one after the other to see how we deal with it. And if you remain a King of Cups about stuff, and you keep these emotions calm and level and serene, you allow yourself to not get too much in your head, to not get too afraid. Does that make sense? Don't get too afraid and mentally burden yourself. Just, if you raise your vibrations and you have fun and you surround yourself with good people, your creativity and your ability to problem solve and mentally overcome things will be a lot better. Don't isolate yourself too much, because this is all a lot of like inward reflection and blocking, help from others. You're kind of being your own worst enemy at the moment, Capricorn. So in the future, drop that mental burden and raise your vibrations by being around your family and your mates and have fun. And your creativity and your ability to sleep and problem solve will like totally improve. It can improve in like 24 hours. That it's like you got yourself into a state like with this mental overwhelm. So stop that. Right, on to Aquarius. You know what makes people around you feel better as well, Capricorn, is like when you allow people to help you. Everyone needs a leg up sometimes. And, my mum always says never look a gift horse in the mouth, and that's what her dad told her. Don't be so proud that you push people away, because it takes a village to raise a family, and no one needs to be a lone wolf. And, you kind of cut off your nose to spite your face when you do that. Don't cut off your nose to spite your face. That's the advice, okay? A team, a web, a company's best assets are its workers. And if you just constantly berate your workers and you chastise them and you underpay them, it's the same as pushing friends and family away and saying, I don't need anyone, I can do it all by myself. You can't, no one can. Every resource you have, don't overlook it. Don't reject it. Accept it, be grateful, okay? And stay compassionate towards those that care about you and want to help you. Right, Aquarius. Onto Aquarius. Spirit guides, universe, and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Aquarius's highest good. Please can you give me 3 cards, one for Aquarius's past, present, and future. Starting off with the past, please, when it comes to business, career, finance, education. The Knight of Wands in combination with the Page of Cups. Now, the Page of Cups can be an apology, but with the Knight of Wands, I would say it's more offering emotion that's positive. Like, with the Knight of Wands, it's like rushing in to a business opportunity, rushing into a new workplace, or rushing into a project, or rushing into investment. It's like because you want it, because you're passionate about it, because it makes you happy, the idea of it. I think there's major enthusiasm in the past when it comes to a workplace or colleagues or a team or a boss or subordinates in work, or, you know, if you look after children for a living, or you care for elderly people. I think you did it with a lot of passion, a lot of energy, a lot of drive, and I think you loved on what you were doing in the past. I don't think it was something you thought twice about at all. It was like, I just know this is what I'm meant to do, and I really get a lot out of it because I put so much into it. What about the present? The Knight of Pentacles. So this is a much slower energy. The Knight of Pentacles is, I'm moving slowly because I want a future in something, and I'm going to be more considered about it. I'm going to be far slower about it. I'm going to take more time and more care. And I'm going to make decisions that are more practical. Okay? It's a more grounded energy. It's like, if I have to go snail paced with something, I will. But it's very, very carefully done. And therefore more sure, more secure. Okay? It's taking things slower and not kind of just flinging ourselves at stuff, you know, with haste. It's like, I want to slow this down, do it right. Okay, in the future, we've got the Justice. Okay, so the scales of justice. There's going to be divine justice when it comes to your career, your finance, your education. You're not kind of rushing in excitedly. You're going to take your time and invest in the right opportunities, the right projects. You're going to go about them in a more slow and steady manner, and this is your justice. Okay, it's going to pay off. What is the advice? Your advice is the Four of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. The Four of Pentacles is the miser. So take care with what you share with others. Take care where you put your energy, where you invest your time. Hold on to savings. Okay. You're going to get recognition for being more careful, for being slower, more considered, for being more thoughtful, for being more conservative, more traditional, slower. You'll get more respect and you will be noticed and you will be successful. So your approach is going to be more conservative. It's going to be, yeah, for some reason the Nine of Wands slid off and I wouldn't normally take it, but I just decided to look, and something's been a challenge. But I think you're seen as someone who has a lot of passion and a lot of enthusiasm, but you're hasty, and people might take that as foolish or like a short attention over things. And what they want is guaranteed investment, guaranteed slow, sure, steady, secure vibes, you know, because that's slow but it's reliable. And that's going to be the justice, is that you're gonna show up as very balanced, and it's going to be more intimidating to people. Does that make sense? It's going to be less loving and it's going to be more intimidating because it's like so secure, so sure. People will find it difficult to get one over you, to laugh at you, to belittle you, to see you as so friendly and non-threatening, they will be really unnerved at how like calm and balanced you are, and it'll be recognized by the right people, Aquarius. Okay, people higher up will be like, whoa. Conserve time, conserve money. um don't be so giving to others with your friendliness, with your emotion. Be sure, put your time into the right things, prioritize. You don't have to do everything, and you don't have to do it with so much excitedness or passion. Go in a more practical manner, and things will level off. Go slower, slow yourself down. Don't try to like put your energy into 25 different activities at once, because that scattered energy is what people observe and they go, but I know if I task that to so and so, they'll just know what to prioritise, and they won't look like they're in a rush or out of breath. They won't look stressed out. They won't be coming in extra early or going home extra late. They'll just focus on that one task, and they may take a bit longer doing it, but they've got it in the bag. It's just a different approach. It's a different way of doing things, and if you use that, your justice will be success. Think about how you come across to others and what they would want to see. Think about how a boss would want to see you move around a building. A captain of a ship has to walk slowly, smartly. They have to exude calm, because if you see a captain of a ship running around out of breath, rushing, looking like things are too much, you just assume that they're not coping. Or if you see them trying to manage too many projects at the same time, you don't feel secure, in picking that person to head something really important, or you just want to see that they put off the smaller projects and the one major one, being in full focus and slowly and surely like achieved, so that there's general slow and sure progress. Groundedness, Pentacles energy is like being down to earth. It's being out in nature. It's being someone that speaks only when they're sure what they would like to say. And it's someone who is just like a duck, or a swan. Like they're just calm, even if they don't feel calm. It's better to be. It's about security. Pentacles is security. Someone who's in on time, but is grounded. They know that they need to pace themselves, putting in effort incrementally and focusing on one thing at a time, and being so predictable. Be so predictable. Yeah, people like predictability. They like knowing that that person's always going to be in, that they're always going to take care of the sort of like non-negotiable things and know what can wait. And then they also want to see that there's kind of clever ways, isn't there, to show progress. Like, if you're in a school and you beautify the classroom, people read that instantly as like there's progress there. If you always have smart appearance and clean hair and nice clothes on, there's predictability there. this security there. It's like, well, I know they'll always look smart, or I know they'll always. And it's okay to have a down day or a wobble if most days you are just. People know what mood they're getting, don't they? With a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn, you kind of can rely on that person being that way always, and it's quite reliable, it's quite predictable, it's quite routine, and that's what workplaces like because they want to know what they're getting. And a Knight of Wands with a Page of Cups is like someone who's like they're galloping so fast that the horse like trips over and they like fall at the first furlough, or hurdle, because there's too much excitedness, there's too much scattered energy, it's too fiery. We need to slow that horse down. It's like if you put a race car around a racetrack at the highest speed, an accident is inevitable, a fuck up's inevitable, and it's going to be catastrophic. If you move a race car around a track slowly and assuredly, it's going to make every single lap without issue, because it's going to be able to negotiate other cars, negotiate turns that come up that it hasn't made before. It's going to learn which way to do things the right way. It takes longer to get around the track, but there's no collisions, there's no mistakes, there's no fuck ups. And if that person wanted to take on a higher speed, they would have rehearsed that track, they would know that track like the back of their hand. So this is like a lesson in not taking any wild leaps. It's not rushing. It's not kind of just thinking, well, if I care about it enough or love it enough, it can't fail. It's making sure. Okay, it's making sure. Okay, on to Pisces. Okay, spirit guides, universe and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Pisces' highest good. Please can you give me 3 cards for Pisces' career, finance and education, starting with the past, and then it'll be one for the present and one for the future. Right, we've got a combination of the Page of Cups with the Knight of Wands. This just came out for Aquarius. You could be an Aquarius, Pisces, cusper. So again, like I said for Aquarius, the Page of Cups with the Knight of Wands is someone who's rushing about, who's having to apologise for making mistakes, okay, because they're kind of going so fast. If you do that with a horse, it falls at the first hurdle. If you do that with a race car, okay, you could have a fatal accident at the first bend. If you take a race car around a racetrack and you go slow and you take each bend and you learn each, it's about taking things slow and learning things in a way that's very assured and giving yourself time to adjust, giving yourself that muscle memory, lots of opportunities to repeat. Okay, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. Take the next lap, take the next lap, like gain that experience so that you haven't got to apologise for fuck ups. If people see you rushing around the workplace out of breath and launching yourself into stuff, they worry, don't they? Because then it's just a big gasp, like, are they going to make it? You know, if I started being a free runner and leaping over roofs and I've never done it before, that's just people just gasping, like, oh my God, what's going to happen? I'm going to see a disaster right now. So this is not the kind of energy that bosses or investors want to see in a new business. It's not what you want to see in your subordinates. You never want to see this in a boss, ever. It's not attractive energy when it comes to career, finance, education. You don't want to, go rushing in and sort of giving it emotion, but not giving it a way to be a success. You need assuredness, you need security, you need predictability, reliability. Slow and steady wins the race. This kind of energy is going to make people panic, okay? Because things aren't being thought through, they're not being practiced, they're not being planned. It's fools rushing in, like on a wing and a prayer kind of thing. And then having to apologise sometimes because it gets messed up. One for the present energy. The sun. Okay, so right now, Pisces is carefree, happy, childlike. Okay, possibly because you're on holiday, it's Christmas time, you've got time off. Okay, so you could feel really carefree when it comes to career, finances. You could have gambled and made it, and that's why you're carefree. Or it could just be because it's the holidays and you've got time off. In the future, we've got the Seven of Cups, okay? So a crossroads. Not all of these options are good ones. With the Seven of Cups, it's about having seven different people, 7 different workplaces, 7 different investment projects being presented to you. Not every idea is going to be a good one. So this is a major crossroads, and it's time to think carefully, research carefully, and pick carefully, okay? You might be happy thinking I'm at a crossroads here and I'm in control of my destiny, but only fools rush in. What's the advice? The Knight of Cups. Stay in control, manage those emotions, let people see a calm exterior, okay, from having a calm interior. Breathe, sit still, okay, be compassionate towards others, be nice to be around, be caring, take your time. See, with the water in the background, it's very still water. It's not tumultuous, stormy waves. The approach should be one that, it's a warm, patient energy. It's a caring energy. Okay, the King of Cups, it's a good provider. It's a good nurturer. It's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. It's emotions, it's feelings, and it's staying calm. Stay calm, okay? Don't rush in. You'll know where to invest if you stay calm and you consider your options carefully, okay? people will watch you being careful, they will watch you being secure, being happy, despite having challenges thrown at you, despite having choices to make. They will be able to rely upon your emotions being very predictable. It comforts people when they see predictable. Okay, that's your advice. Choose your opportunities wisely. You're going to be presented with a lot of different opportunities. It's time to be observed choosing wisely, and it's time to choose wisely. All right, take care, Pisces. Thank you, anyone that came in to have a listen. Thanks to anyone who comes in to have a listen and a watch and gives me a like. Please support the channel. I really want to get to 200 subscribers on YouTube by 2025. That would be brilliant. And thank you for all your supportive comments. Do let me know if this resonates, if you found it helpful, and I will see you in the next one. Have a lovely Boxing Day, guys.